Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Tough and Tender. I'm Rick Drasin, along with Edith Tuller, and we're going to be talking today about something that everybody goes through once in their lifetime, I'm sure, jealousy. And I'm so jealous that you have that black vest and green t-shirt. That would look really good on me.
Jealous of my necklace here?
That too.
Oh.
But that's, it's something that we've talked about.
We talk about it all the time.
Right. And
you know why?
Why?
Because we encounter it all the time, every day, almost on a daily basis. There's somebody who is jealous of something or somebody or somehow.
Yeah, that's very true. But I have a question that we don't really have on the board here that I want to ask you, because there's jealousy and envy. What's the difference? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I think jealousy is more, there's jealous of a person or jealous of what the person has.
Yeah.
And I think envy, it's more vicious than jealousy.
Is it really?
I think so. Is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way around. I think jealousy is almost kind of like a hateful feeling, where envy is, it's an admiration.
I tell you, it's neither one of them is a positive thing.
No. I mean, if you envy somebody for something, it doesn't mean that you can't have it. You just got to work for it, like anybody else. And so to be jealous and be envious puts you in a sub-feeling of somebody because you don't feel worthy of having it. And so you create this animosity or this anger towards that person or whatever it is. So it's good just not to have it.
Absolutely.
Just like this. All right, so why do we feel jealousy? What is it about?
I think a lot of times we feel jealous because we're insecure in ourselves.
Okay.
We think somebody is better. And we think somebody is better because we don't feel worthy enough. And then we think that someone has more stuff than us and is more successful than us, and it creates this feeling. It's a negative feeling that doesn't get you anywhere.
No, it's because
and it's like, why do you feel it? I mean, people go on with their lives and you still feel jealous. So,
can jealousy ever be healthy?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think some people do believe that some little jealousy, it is healthy for the relationship because you kind of show the other person you don't want to lose them.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very small amount of jealousy. It may be okay, but I don't think it's completely healthy.
Does it lead to hate?
It could.
It could very easily.
Yeah, because jealousy is also another sign of a hurt ego.
Well, you see all over the news that there's relationships where somebody shoots somebody or they beat up somebody or they kill somebody because it's all out of jealousy and anger, which is actually hate. Yeah. And it's not a good thing. It's a real negative, dark cloud.
Jealousy makes you angry, and angry makes you hate people, and hate takes you to places you don't want to go. And you just heat it up, and who knows.
What about, there's a question here, do you ever feel like you're bombarded by jealous people at work? I think of people at work, there's always a lot of jealousy here and there. They're getting favoritism or something, right?
Favoritism, or somebody gets promoted before you, or someone, or you know, this is why they don't want anybody to know how much the coworker makes.
Right.
You know, it's very personal information, so they don't release it.
Yeah. So
people don't get jealous of each other. And I think one way you can prevent that, when you feel it, when you get home, when you get to work and you feel that somebody is giving you the eye or kind of throw some remarks towards you, is you feel that behavior, and what you can do is just try to help him out, give him a good word, give him a great job. I'll tell the boss about you. Kind of try to make them feel better about themselves, so they will not feel threatened. Because this is where the jealousy is coming, especially at work. They feel threatened.
And you probably see that at your office.
Well, I'm the boss, so everybody is jealous of me.
Everybody's jealous of you. They want what you've
got.
But
I've seen it before when I worked for a company, a management company before, and there was several supervisors, and they were all women, especially women. For somehow I had that feeling that they were jealous of me. and I had to deal with this.
Well, there's jealousies in the world. When you look at these third world countries and things that are going on, they're jealous of what we have, and we step in to aid or we step in to help this one. The other country gets jealous and mad at us because it's based
That's
on jealousy.
politics.
It's politics, but there's
politics.
jealousy in politics a lot. I mean, there's politics in everything. And
Jealousy is not a rare feeling.
No.
Jealousy exists everywhere. It's a smaller or big, or it's a jealousy of another country, or jealousy, somebody has a better car.
Well, look at it this way, and this isn't on our board, but look in the gyms at people that work out, and there's women always looking at other women in shape, and they're jealous of their bodies and jealous of how they look.
And that was like
You know,
14 inches versus 28.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, look at that person, what they got, but that person worked for that. It just
Exactly.
didn't-
All you can do is work harder for what you want to achieve.
Exactly.
You know, jealousy should not be jealousy will stop you because you're going to be just getting jealous, getting upset, and stop doing what you were planning to do because you're so angry, and you feel so. Your ego is hurt, and so you kind of prevent yourself from moving forward, moving on. So stop doing that. Actually, you know, just get out there and do what other people do, so you can achieve the same thing they achieve or better. Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes it's a competition. Jealousy is a part of a competition, and the competition sometimes is healthy, but jealousy is not.
It's like rage. It's a form of rage.
Jealousy?
Yeah, when you're jealous.
Yes.
And it's rage inside yourself that makes yourself sick over the actual jealousy of something, which leads me to this. Do you think it's cute when your date gets jealous or overprotective? Well, in some cases...
It's cute, but it's not. It's obsessiveness.
It's not the answer to a relationship, because that person is going to get jealous over a lot of things, and it's going to make the other person upset that they're always jealous and they're always protective of them because they might find somebody else. And you don't want to live in that fear.
No.
And especially in a relationship, you don't want to live in fear that the other person's jealous of you if you talk to somebody, or if you don't talk to somebody, or if you meet somebody, because then you're going to kill yourself over this stuff. It's just not good.
Yeah, it may be cute, but this is not a real deal. You know, it doesn't show love. Jealousy not necessarily show that the person loves you, and this is why they're jealous.
What was the saying you told me earlier about that you posted, about the jealousy and...
not love that it's blind, but jealousy is.
Yeah, jealousy is blind. Because
Jealousy is blind.
They don't see the truth of what's really going on.
Absolutely.
It's when we talked about envy, there's people that are jealous and they're also envious. When somebody has a nice car, they'll say, oh, well, I'm really envious that this person has a car. Not necessarily jealous of it. It's really nice they got it, but I wished I had it.
Yeah.
Well, fine. Then you go out and you work a little harder and you get these things.
Yeah.
But if you're going to beat yourself up over it and that they have it and you don't, and you dwell on it, you make yourself sick, that's a form of jealousy that's not healthy.
And you know, people get jealous and they get envious and they get kind of upset with another person because they have more or better things, but they don't really do anything about it. You know, jealousy doesn't motivate them to do anything.
No.
You know, when I got to this country 20 years ago and I wanted a Lexus, you know, I was motivated to get it. Yeah, I was jealous of that person that they have the Lexus, but I wish I had it. And it took about 8-10 years until I got to it, but it was motivational, a kind of a feeling that I wanted to get to what I want. I had a goal. You know, some people just get envy and get upset with another person just because they have it, but they're really not going to get up and do something, and that's a very bad way of jealousy.
Yeah. Is
not
greater
healthy.
jealousy a sign of greater love?
No, I think I already answered that. It's probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably not, because you don't really know what's going on through people's mind. You know.
I'm thinking about something that happened years ago when I was competing in bodybuilding, and I had a girlfriend I go to the beach with, and she was very jealous of me that I got more looks than she did. But it wasn't.
There was a lot of those in your life.
There was a lot of those in my life, but it's not that I was trying to compete with them. I mean, they're pretty girls, but as a bodybuilder back in those days, I was an oddity, and so people would look at me like, that guy's different than anybody else we've seen. And that's what we strive to do as bodybuilders, of course. We wanted the attention and we wanted a certain look, but it really kind of ruined a lot of relationships because they were so jealous of it. I'm not going to the beach with you anymore because you look better than I do. Well, get yourself in shape and you won't.
Well, you know, they go with you. You chose them, so they should be
Yes.
proud of just the fact that you are with them and not with anybody else. And the bottom line is like like you said before, who you shower with, right? So all this acting and all this show out there, it's all good and dandy, but who are you coming home with and who are you having your life with and who are you committed to? That's, I guess, the most important thing.
I think that phrase was, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, it's who you shower with. At the
It's
end of the day.
thing. At the end of the day,
yeah.
you know, who lays down on the pillow next to you? You know?
Exactly.
So-
My dog, usually. I've been told women experience emotional jealousy and men experience sexual jealousy. Is this true?
Yeah.
How do you relate that?
How do I relate that?
Well, tell me. I'm not quite sure what that actually means.
Well, if I feel jealous or I have a feeling that my partner is looking into somebody else and he's not more interested in me, my thing is, gosh, he doesn't love me anymore. He doesn't want me anymore. You know, he's looking to somebody else. It's emotional. It's love. It's connection. It's
Right.
It's thing.
It's a disconnection.
Yes. I'm not really concerned about is he sleeping with her or is there a body kind of thing. It's more of a emotional connection.
Okay.
And men are more into oh gosh, he's a whore. She slept with him, and it's more like a sex drive. I mean, I'm not good enough for her. It's more on a manly kind of ego type of deal, and I've seen it a lot.
You have, huh? A lot?
Well, I've seen by reading and study and
Yeah.
and
You
on
read a lot.
TV and books and.
Yeah.
And even on TV and movies and stuff, there's
like
a lot
Grey's
of that.
Anatomy, for example.
There's some there too, but it's not necessarily from there. I mean, I do read a lot.
I know you do.
And study shows that men have more jealousy, you know, on
They
sexually
lose their manhood by thinking she's sleeping with somebody else.
that's what's more important.
Exactly.
It comes first, and then they say, "Oh, wow, she hurt my heart." Well,
Someone wrote in that I'm 43 years old and have been
Wow.
dealing with my jealous brother my entire life.
yeah,
There's always jealousy among siblings.
there is.
I have 3 and you have 3, and there's always one that feels like they're getting the short end of the stick.
Well, before you go to your children, how about your siblings? My siblings. I mean, it's just 2 of us,
Yeah.
okay? And I love my sister dearly. But there's even now sometimes it's like, oh, my mom talked to my sister twice this week, and
Yeah.
they only talked to me once. And it's simple, and I'm not jealous, but you know, even in little portions. But between the kids, they're all different. You can't compare between between them. You can talk about the other sibling in front of that sibling,
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
"Oh, you know, he did this and he is good, and why aren't you doing like your brother does, and why aren't you just as nice as your sister and stuff like that?" That creates jealousy instantaneously.
Yeah, I went through that as a kid as
Yeah.
well.
And I'm sure we're going through this, and I have sometimes to watch what you're saying to
Yeah.
your children, not making sure that you don't hurt them
Right.
and create that jealousy feeling among them, because you are the one that's gonna.
Oh, I'll get that. I'm the good
create
son,
that.
or my daughter. I'm the only one that's really there for you all the time. You know.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you can't get in the middle of it. It's too hard.
You can't get in the middle of them, and you can tell them, or your brother just got a better job, and you're not making us enough money. I
Yeah.
mean, that's gonna. It's not going to motivate them.
No,
It's
only going to
exactly
drive
going to
them
do
down.
the opposite.
It's
So
going to
you
drive
be
them down
careful
more.
because they will be jealous of each other, and not only they're going to be jealous of each other, they're going to be jealous of your treatment of themselves. They're
course.
going to be jealous of
It's
you
favoritism.
and your love to
Right.
their brother or sister. So
All
be
right, what would
careful.
you have for our viewers out there as a tip of the week for jealousy?
Try to really examine, test your feelings, and see where it's come from, and try to be truthful to yourself, and give yourself a chance to find a solution, because I think the main thing is to find a problem. What am I jealous of?
Right.
Okay, so I want a Lexus. Okay, let's make a plan. You know, I'm gonna have a Lexus, and I'm gonna have a Lexus when I do 1, 2, 3. What's gonna take me there? Okay, there's certain things that you can't control. Okay, but you can control what you can control. You know, if you broke up with a boyfriend and that boyfriend is going with somebody else and that's gone, it's done, you have no control of it.
None at all.
So just, let it go and move on and get yourself a better boyfriend or somebody who looks like your old boyfriend if that's what you like.
Be more in control of yourself.
But control things that you can control, and it's going to get you to the better life.
Stay away from the jealousy.
Stay away from that feeling. It's pretty. It's like It's like a poison.
It is a poison. It makes your stomach sick.
Yeah. So keep it healthy. Eat clean.
Thank you for watching Tough and Tender. I'm Rick Drasin along with Ina Tuller, and we're here every Friday at 1 o'clock on EmpowerMe.tv, and we'll be back with more topics in the weeks to come and even some more guests. And thanks for watching.
Have a great weekend.
Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.